Good morning, Prairie View Christian Church. Today is Wednesday, December 23rd, 2020. It's time for your midweek update. Today is Festivus. Honestly, I'm not a huge Seinfeld fan, but I know enough about Festivus to understand that there are various feats of strength that can be performed on Festivus. But most importantly, this is a day to air grievances. So if you have any grievances with Prairie View Christian Church to air, I would encourage you not to air them. We don't want to hear them, quite frankly. We're a little bit stressed out this week. I'm just kidding. We have a lot going on here at the church. If you have grievances to air, wait a few days before you air them. I may have my own grievances to air, and if anything, I'm probably too good at airing grievances, not just on December 23rd, but for the rest of the year as well. So happy Festivus to those who celebrate it, whether you watch Seinfeld or not. Now, a few things to run by you, a few things to bring to your attention. Number one, tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Santa is almost here. And a couple weeks ago, we were very excited to announce that we were having an in-person Christmas Eve service. That was very much up in the air for quite some time. We talked about having an outdoor Christmas Eve service, which, based on the forecast, that would have been absolutely miserable for everybody. But we are having an indoor Christmas Eve service tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Now, it will not be exactly like every other year. It will be a lot like our Sunday mornings that we've been doing. We'll all be wearing masks. We'll all be socially distanced. We will not take communion tomorrow evening. That is one thing that will be different. We will not have a Kids Kingdom lesson tomorrow evening. And then we will not do our usual circle the room, light candles, sing Silent Night. We will still sing Silent Night, and you're welcome to use the light on your cell phone or bring your own little battery-operated candle, whatever it is that you want to do. We will still find ways to have light in the dark room, even though we won't be blowing out candles and spreading all of our COVID droplets all over the place. So, it won't be the same as it usually is, but we're just thankful that the numbers have improved enough over these past few days, week or so, that we have a brief window of time to have some in-person services in a way that's safe and responsible. So that is tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. RSVPing is even more important than usual for this particular service. If you've been at Christmas Eve services in the past at Prairie View, they are very highly attended in a normal year. Probably our most highly attended service in a normal year. And tomorrow night will be crowded as well. We are currently sitting at about 75 to 80 RSVPs, which means if we're doing social distancing the way we're supposed to, the room is going to be packed pretty tight. So a couple things to draw to your attention in light of that. Number one, if you RSVP at this point forward, if you make a last-minute change of mind and say, you know what, I am going to come to the Christmas Eve service and it's going to be 4 people, just be aware, because of the RSVPs that we've already received, you might end up getting stashed out in the lobby or something. Of course, we're going to do our best to fit as many people here in the room as we can, but we are already packed pretty tight. So if you haven't RSVP'd yet, and you do, don't be shocked if you end up getting seated against a wall, or maybe in a corner with not a super great view, or maybe even out in the lobby. We may have to do that because of the numbers that we've seen so far. And along similar lines, because we have such a large number of RSVPs and things are looking pretty crowded, if you RSVP'd but have since had a change of plans, and you were going to have 3 people here, or 5 people here, or 7 people here. If that has changed and you are no longer going to be attending, please let us know. Any space that we can free up in the room, that way we're not scrambling around tomorrow night at 4:55 p.m. or 5:05 p.m., that would be very helpful for us. So again, if you RSVP from this point forward, know that you could end up getting stashed in the lobby or in a corner and might not have a great view. And then number 2, if you can't be here but you've already RSVP'd, please let us know that. That way we can give your seat and your 6-foot area to someone else to make the most of our space. So that pretty much covers RSVP for Christmas Eve. We're looking forward to it. Even though it won't be normal, it will still be good. And we're grateful just to even be able to have this service in a way that we feel is safe and responsible in light of the circumstances. So there's Christmas Eve. And then we get to Sunday. And the reason I bring up Sunday is that with all the attention that we're paying to tomorrow evening, the 24th, it's very easy to let Sunday the 27th kind of slip our minds. So if you plan to be here this Sunday, the 27th, for an in-person service, we announced that a week ago, we're meeting in person on the 27th, please RSVP for that as well. Don't drink too much eggnog and forget to RSVP for Sunday. We still need RSVPs for the 27th, even though we're all kind of thinking about the 24th at the moment. Zach will be preaching on Sunday from Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. That should be a good sermon. If you can be here on Sunday morning, we would love to have you, but again, we need those RSVPs. And speaking of the 27th, kind of the last big announcement to make, we've talked some about the budget already, that the budget has been put together by the admin team. It's been made available to you all, the congregation, and the public on our website. That can be voted on by Prairie View Christian Church members through this Sunday, the 27th. So you only have a few days left to vote on the budget. That can be found on the website under the Resources tab at the top of the page. It should be pretty easy to get to. We are always very detailed and transparent about how we spend our money and where all the money goes. We are open to questions if you have questions. So please get on the website, take a look at it if you haven't yet. Let us know if you have thoughts or questions, and then cast a vote. You have 4 more days to do that. So again, that pretty much covers it. I hope to see many of you here on Christmas Eve tomorrow evening. For those of you who are not here, we totally value your discernment and your decision about whether or not you want to come here, given the risk that is still out there with COVID. But if you are not here in the room tomorrow evening, or Sunday morning for that matter, we will still be live streaming, 5 p.m. tomorrow evening, 10 a.m. Sunday morning. So that pretty much covers it. I have very few grievances to air. It's been a pretty good day so far. So have a happy Festivus. See you tomorrow evening for Christmas Eve. And if we don't see you before then, we certainly hope you have a happy Christmas day as well. So with that, have a great rest of your week and Merry Christmas.